The power of
Tell me,
Instagram bringing the long-haired people together.
ladies and gentlemen, now is with us Nadine James. Sorry because I am with my with my mask because I'm in the airport right now. And Nathan, thank you very much for accepting to be in here. And I will trade like this because I'm so happy you are here right now. But of course, with the mask, you cannot do the just my eyes like this. Thank you very much. Nathan, tell us about you.
I'm a singer in a band in the UK. We're called Inglorious. We have a new album coming out, and yeah, I've been singing my whole life. It's the only thing I am good at. So yeah, I love singing. I love singing rock and roll.
Okay, one thing is so important to know that because I'm making the information about Nathan James and say I know him through Instagram and social media, and you know that you know what, we are close without because we know each other from Instagram, but know each other from face to face, and it's amazing. It's like I know you from long time ago. Why? What you think is this?
I think because of Corona, I think everybody is learning.
Amen, Corona.
It's true. It means that people are more bored. They're on their phones, so we are talking more. You know, we talk in DM or we like each other's photos. So I think it's a lot to do with that. I only met you this like last year, right, on Instagram.
Yeah. So September, yeah, in the middle of the lockdown, quarantine, and the crazy moment the war is right now, no? Like you either know everybody or no, or you evolution or you just die. I think. But you tell me about you, Nathan. First of all, thank you very much for being in Hablando de Cultura. You are part of the pop culture for the 21st century right now, and being in this about everything here. You know, everyone is like scared, and it's I understand about. But why and how Inglorious, which you are the vocalist for this band, how you take out all this bullshit and make art? What is art for you, my friend?
I use the bullshit because you can't change the bullshit. You know, the bullshit is here for a very long time. So you have to learn how to turn it into art. And when I was writing the new album, I didn't write about Corona because that's fucking stupid. No one needs to write about Corona. But I wrote about how it made me feel, and I wrote about how it affected people around me and people I love. And yeah, I think it's a crazy time. Like, look at you. You're sat in an airport with a face mask on. This is crazy. Like 2 years ago, no one would ever think this would happen. Crazy. Empty.
Empty, totally. What do you think about Nathan?
I think that it's awful. I think it's horrible. I don't know how your situation where you are, but in the UK, we are on full lockdown right now. So
Joder.
we can't go anywhere. And that's good for someone like me because it means that I can write, I can create. I have my piano here. I don't know if you see the piano. I can create at home and I can still be an artist, you know. But if not, it's really tough. Like I don't know how people who need to go outside are coping because I don't. I can just sit here and be in my little bubble, you know, just be safe and not get corona. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, what do you do with your culture, with your talent about singing? Actually, you are one of my first my you know I am singer too,
Yeah.
or I try to do with my band in Ecuador, and all of us always we like make your kind of voice and your kind of band like this. Oh my God, this is the best. What do you do in all this time for being like you, man? First of all, I want to know and respect how is your connect with the natura, your animals, your farmer. How is this? Maybe this is help for you because this is why you have this kind of energy right now. Tell me
This
about that.
My animals keep me safe. So I live in the English countryside in the middle of kind of nowhere. There's like nothing, just green around me. And I have alpaca, I have pigs, sheep, goats, chickens, peacocks, a puppy. So I surround myself with animals because they give me a reason to get up every morning because I have to feed them. If I didn't have to feed them, I would stay in bed. I'd be a lazy bitch because I just would. I only get up to look after them. So I think that's what keeps me sane. And also, my life usually is flying all around the world, singing to thousands of people. So this year, I really got to enjoy that kind of like home life and feel like a farmer, even though I'm not a farmer. It's just my hobby, you know.
Yeah. And tell me about your music. In any moment, your lyrics was about your natura connection.
Not yet. I haven't written a song about my pig yet.
I would love to listen something about your pigs. You are
Really?
so close up for them. Oh, no, I want to know. Sorry, nobody look at me without mask. I want to know very well because you have this kind of connection with the animals, with your farm. When you're starting to make music for them, tell me.
I have not made music for them yet. I will not. They don't like it. They don't like music. But yeah, I've had animals my whole life. When we were very small, my mum and dad had two pigs. So I've grown up wanting to have a farm. And then when we moved here, and there's so much land and space, you see on my Instagram, it's just so much space. I went and bought loads of animals. Like every time I leave the house, I come home with an animal. Like I'm the worst. It's all my money. It's not on like drugs or alcohol. It's on like animals, pigs and goats. So yeah.
You listen about if you listen this guy to singing, you will freak out and say rock and roll star, rock star, and make it this like the Hobbit. Yes, because the rock star not means drugs, lose yourself, alcohol. No. It's not. It's a kind of feeling here. And this guy, this is why I say no. This guy must be talked about in Hablando de Cultura. Nathan James, tell me how you starting to, since when you start to thinking, I born for be singer, I born for have a rock and roll group. Tell me, Nathan.
I knew I could sing from when I was 11. And in my school, my teacher in school said, "You have a great voice." So he put me in a show in front of 1,500 people. And I sang a solo at 11 years old. And when you watch the video, you see in my eyes the moment I fall in love with it. I am like so confident, like 11 years old. I'm like just so
Oh my God.
and from then I knew that I wanted to be a singer because I loved all the people looking at me. I loved singing. I loved the music. I loved the orchestra. I was so happy in that moment. And I wanted to feel like that for the rest of my life.
Wow. Then you live your dreams right now. Do you think that or not? Not yet.
Yeah, I'm living my dream. I've only sang for money since I was, 15 years old, 16. So I've never had a real job, but I've always sung for a job. So I feel really lucky. But I've worked really hard, and I think that's important. You have to work hard, and you have to be versatile. You have to be able to sing like this, and you have to be able to have understanding of your voice to get gigs and to get shows, you know.
Nathan, I need 5 minutes of you singing something with your
No.
pipe over there. A little bit. I want to say something. Now it's people from South America. South America is listening to you in this live video right now. I say my parents are there and they are so good communicators, trust me. And everyone will listen to you right now. Everyone's to listen. Papi, mami, muchas gracias por estar conectados en este momento. Él es Nathan James, un gran cantante. Si ustedes lo escucharan, escúchenlo. It's amazing. He is really, 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 for me, the next Guns N' Roses for the next 20 years or 28 years, 20 years later, really, after. It's amazing. And thank you, Nathan, for accepting this. Greetings from South America right now to you.
I love South America. I was in Argentina 18 months ago, and I had the most amazing time. I would love to tour in South America. I think in Brazil we have many Spotify listeners, many fans.
Cool.
So I'd like to get over to South America for sure and sing there.
Tell me one thing. In the school, who was Nathan James?
I was very confident, too confident.
You have that.
I knew school was a waste of my time. I thought it was stupid that I was in school because I wanted to be a rock star. So it didn't make sense for me to be there. I didn't like people telling me what to do. I didn't like listening. I didn't like learning about anything that wasn't to do with music and singing. Singing is the only thing I've ever wanted to do, even from like 10, 11. So the whole school time, I had arguments with teachers because I just didn't care. I didn't care.
Nathan, what happened if now I am, imagine that right now I am somebody who'd say, whoever, coming and say, Nathan, you are much better behind to the desk in the bank, because the other things you are really not so much. What do you say to this person if somebody coming and say, no, you are not first singer?
I would tell my security to remove them.
Because you have a self-confidence.
Yeah.
You know what? Right now, the youngers like you, like me, or like Les, no, they don't feel this self-confidence, which in one moment or one time in our life we didn't feel, because professors, parents, family, friends. What do you will say to these people right now, these artists, these singers, these painters, these poets right now? They don't want to do because the rest of the people. What you will say for them?
If you believe in it and you really should be doing it, you will make it happen, even through all adversity. I made it happen after being in reality TV, which is like very kind of taboo in the rock world, you know. There's rock and then there's TV, you know. So for me to tell the people in the rock world that I was a rock star was very hard, because it took a long time for them to think of me as a rock singer, not from TV, you know. So you have to work hard. That took me a long time. But if it's everything you care about, you will do it. I don't have time for excuses. There's no excuses. If you want to do it, you will do it. If you don't want to do it, it won't happen.
Lo que ha dicho Nathan en este momento es creer en tu convicción. Cree lo que quieres, en lo que realmente quieres. Y si aún no lo tienes es porque a lo mejor no has creído lo suficiente. Porque esto de la vida es más o menos como cuando quieres algo y es sentirte cuando estás ahogándote. Cuando estás en el mar y sabes ese sentimiento de joder, que la ola me está agarrando. Pues tal como sentir que quieres el aire para respirar. Es así como tienes que sentir tus sueños. Nathan, thank you. Sorry if I say in Spanish, because we have Spanish people is listening about.
It's
And
not.
I think that's what is your kind of way for doing the things. It's not waiting so much. It's like, okay, if you are in the process and you want something, just got it. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's all. That's all. This is
So
a, this
many,
is
so many successful people aren't talented. You don't need talent to be successful. You need drive and determination. It's more important.
wow. 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 Joder. And tell me about Inglorious. Everyone's in your group thinks like you, or you are more positive in this kind of way?
Everyone is different in the group, but I'm a Leo, so I am always like this. This is my mental state. My guitarist Danny is also a Leo, so he's very much the same as me. We are very productive, very passionate, very heart. We wear our heart on our sleeve. You know, we are very honest and very open. And you need those people in a band. Not everyone is like that, but we are. We're very much like that. We have a guy actually from South America. My bass player is Brazilian, so.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. You know what? When I listened to you the first time, was in this talents program. What was your experience? This is okay. Les explico. Él estuvo en un programa como el Got Talent, ¿vale? Y la verdad que para mí me cautivó. Dije, joder, qué tío, o sea, y mira, aquí está Nathan James. Tell me about your experience in this Got Talent.
It was amazing. It was good training. I use everything I do as training. I think of it as school, so that I know that when I leave, I know that I will be better. And that taught me how to sing to a camera. It taught me how to look down a lens. It taught me how to connect with people. And it got me loads of fans here in the UK because 10 million people watch the show, you know, or whatever. So it's a good way to get your face seen. And also the world is changing and the industry of music is changing. So it's really important to push yourself, you know, to go to that place and also to take a risk. That was a big risk for me, you know, to sing on TV. Maybe people didn't like me. Maybe I fuck up the song, but it worked. And I had that determination to make sure that I did a good job.
Wow, wow, wow. They say here we have a comment say that the music, theater, pictures, painters, and all and the skills who communicate around the world, like you, like me, like everyone who is an artist, is really a good moment for doing it right now. What do you think about? Do you think it's good one? A good time now? Why?
Yeah, because I think people have time now for the first time in their life. Maybe people were working crazy jobs and their job has ended, or maybe people were spending too much time going drinking and now they are at home, you know. So there is time to learn and to grow. And I'm happy because I managed to record an album in lockdown, write an album in lockdown, spend time with my family. You have to use the time correctly, because I don't think in our lifetime we will ever have this time again. You know, we will never have a year where we do nothing ever again. So it's important to try and find a positive in it.
Do you think it's important? Sorry, first of all, Nathan, so sorry for the mask. Normally, I not make with the mask, but I am here and I must be, for respect and this. And I don't want the police here. Hey, you need to put the mask. Okay, don't worry. Okay, I have a question for you.
See,
What is your message for the next 10 generation coming right now? for the new guys, the new teenagers, because your song, your music is like this. It's like, got it. But what is the information you want to do for the next generation? What is the message? The mensaje, el mensaje is behind.
I think people need to practice. I think if you love something and you want to be the best, you can't expect to learn it in one day. I didn't learn to sing in one day. It took me years. I'm still learning. And if you want to be great, and you want to be a great singer or a great painter or a great, I don't know, gardener or whatever, you have to do it lots and lots. You don't wake up one day and it's in your brain. You have to practice. And I think now there's so many distractions for kids, like the internet and games and whatever, that it's easy to not work hard, you know, because playing guitar takes a lot of hours to get good. And some kids would rather be on their game. So you have to focus. You have to be focused and determined. And you have to say, you never take no for an answer, you know. Never.
Amazing. Amazing. Lo que acaba de decir Nathan es más o menos de estar más conscientes de lo que hacemos. Estar más conscientes de que en este caso los jóvenes de ahora. In my case, Nathan, for example, about game played, is helped me my life, because it's my own connection I have with my sons in Ecuador, for example. But not everyone have this chance all the time. For normally, we used to eat the cell phone all the time. All the time in the metro you go, everyone is like this. Look, nobody is consciousness what happening in this moment now, and lo que Nathan está sugiriendo, ¿no? Es claro, para poder conectar contigo mismo tienes que estar conectado también con el momento, con lo que está sucediendo. De lo contrario, no puedes escuchar lo que venga, las ideas, los sueños, tus objetivos. Then, Nathan, thank you for that. And tell me about, who is Inglorious? Who is? Which is the group? Inglorious is the band, no?
Inglorious is the band, and I created the band 5-6 years ago.
Wow. Yeah, so long.
Yeah, a long time. It's changed over the years. People come, people go. But myself and the drummer have always been the same. And yeah, I'm inspired by great classic rock, you know. I'm inspired by Whitesnake, Deep Purple, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, like the greatest bands of all time. So yeah, it's just, I'm trying to do something that is different now. And I think the good thing about classic rock is you have to be good at playing guitar. You have to be good at drumming. You have to be a good singer to play this music. Because if you're not, you can hear it. And we sound authentic. We sound real. This is what we are supposed to play. And yeah, I love it. I love the band. I love touring. I love writing. I love everything. I am a really happy guy at the moment, which is good.
Nathan, tell me, what is your point of view about making art in the music? What thing is the most inspirational for you when you write your songs, first of all?
Yeah, I write my songs.
What is your first inspirations normally?
This album was different. This album, because I was at home a lot because of Corona, I wrote a lot about things that I saw on Netflix. So I wrote a song called Messiah, about a TV show called Messiah. He looks like you.
Really?
Yeah. Like Jesus, sexy Jesus. Yeah, so I wrote a song about that, and then I wrote a song about a serial killer documentary that I watched. I write about anything that I find inspiring, you know. People in my life, I've met some crazy people, I've met some wonderful people who've died that I write a song about and I want to remember, you know. I write about anything. But the greatest thing to write about is people. I love writing stories about people and showing the world this person in my life for a story. You know, they never meet them, they never know them, but when you listen to the song, you know them, you know.
What is your feeling when you finish one song and you know this everyone will listen with this feeling? Because you know what? You you have, I think when somebody have the power for sharing something behind for or beyond of what is happening right now in this world, I think it's a gift, and you have this gift. What is your feeling when you think, my God, I finished this project, and right now all this person are listening? What is your feeling?
It's amazing. It's honestly like just now, I was just on my phone tweeting the biggest rock radio station in the UK is playing my song right now. And it's something that when you learn about these things, and we just had over 100,000 listeners on Spotify in 1 month, which is our highest ever, you know. So when you hear about this, it's like it's crazy. Like I find it crazy that I write these songs here, you know, on this piano or in my bedroom or when I'm walking my dog. Like that's where I write the song, and now people are listening to it on the radio and all over the world, and in South America and in Russia and in just everywhere. It's crazy. I feel really proud because I know how hard it is to make that happen.
Amazing. So good. Nathan, Nathan, this was Hablando de Cultura, and I really happy you accepted this conversation. This conversation, more than talk show interview. I want you to know, Hablando de Cultura was created for making like a library for the culture, but around the world. Not just I am from Ecuador, but it's not about Ecuadorian or Latin America or America or Europe. It's around what is going on with the art around everyone. And in the end, we find the same. And it's the union, it's the sharing what is in your heart. And what is in your heart, what is you showing us right now, is just pure. It's like what I have now, what I have with Inglorious, with my band and your band, is practically your sons. Because you are a leadership, then come on, go with this because you want to share in something. And this process is really, I am glad for sharing with you. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you so much. It was lovely talking to you finally. And I love your hat. Your hat is amazing.
Ah, yes, I love this. The pink one is the one of my favorite color. This, and it's
Cool.
really warming like amazing, amazing. And say here in Latin American say, I love his hair because it's like, oh my God, this is how. Okay, tell me, what is the rock star doing for have this amazing image?
I have to look after it. I have to. It's like my baby, you know. I'm like very, very
Oh,
kind.
yeah.
No, it's my world.
Oh my God. So sweet, so sweet. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Nathan, I must say thank you for this amazing conversation with you. I will love to have more time. I need to see the fly how it's going on now. But I promise and I hope you are open for make in the next time something more bigger and more with your band. What do you think?
Sounds
With
good.
your band,
Sounds
with your
good.
band, with a sound there in front of us, because I really wish to listen and in Latin America listen very well and very beautiful. How is your voice? Oh my God, you will freak out with his voice.
Thank you.
Really, you don't want to now? Make now? No, you are
I
not in the mood.
can't. I only have look. It's nearly 30 minutes. I have to go.
Okay, my friend. Then thank you very much for give us a little bit of your time. And Hablando de Cultura is your home. Thank you
Thank
very much. Thank you very much, Tom.
you.
Amigo
Ciao.
mío, I am in everywhere when you want to contact with me. Thank you very much.
Gracias.
Chao, amigo. Chao, 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 chao. Bueno, aquí he sido hablando de cultura con Nathan James, un músico inglés que para mí ha sido me voy a poner porque para mí ha sido un honor poder entrevistar y la verdad que haya sacado de su tiempo para poder conversar un ratito conmigo, con nosotros. Pues eso, ha sido un honor, ha sido un agrado y espero que todos ustedes estén bien, estén en casa, estén cuidándose y sobre todo, estar conscientes de que este momento de ahora es ahora. Olvidémonos de lo que ha pasado, olvidémonos de lo que pueda venir, estemos conscientes del momento, respiremos un poco, veamos lo que tenemos alrededor y tratemos de ser agradecidos con ello. Así que les invito a que tengan un bonito fin de semana. Les deseo de todo corazón que Dios estén pasando bien y un fuerte abrazo y un fuerte beso para todos ustedes. Los quiero mucho, a todos. Mi familia, papi, mami, gracias por apoyarme siempre. Gracias, campeones. Los admiro. Chao, chao. Y pongo en broadcast.